Okay, so moving on to question number 24, which is a very important question. It has a lot of adjustments in it, so just pay close attention to it. So the question given details are, it has an existing capital of equity, retained earnings, preferential capital, debenture. So this is just the given details in the question I've just written here. The point to be noted here is, usually in every question, EBIT or operating profit is given in the question. But in this question number 24, the question is telling the EBIT of the company is 12% on its capital structure, right? 12% on capital structure. Now we need to calculate what is the total capital structure of the company if it adjusted to the existing plus the needed capital. That is why our first working note focuses on calculating EBIT. So therefore, I have written all the existing capital which sums up to a total of 25 lakh rupees. Just given in the question, I am just written here. 25 lakh rupees is the existing capital of the problem. Next, how much does the capital extra does the company require? The needed capital is 12 lakh 50,000 rupees. The needed capital of the company is 12 lakh 50,000 rupees. Now how do I calculate EBIT now? 12% on total capital structure, not just the existing or not just the needed capital. It is the total capital structure. Therefore, I am going to add existing. E stands for existing, N stands for the needed capital. Existing is 25 lakh rupees I have written here. Needed, N, is 12 lakh 50,000 I have written here. Got it? So combined to total is 37 lakh 50,000. So the complete total capital structure of the company is 37 lakh 50,000. Now we can find out the EBIT. It is 12% on capital structure. So 12% on 37 lakh 50,000 is 4 lakh 50,000 rupees. So this is your first working note. Calculation of EBIT comes at 4 lakh 50,000 rupees. Okay, so moving on to the working note number 2. We have a calculation of 3 plans, plan 1, 2 and 3. Remember, each plan has to sum up to the needed capital of 12 lakh 50,000 rupees. So the first plan question says 10,000 equity shares at a premium of 25 rupees per share. Now premium is 25. Premium means extra, right? Above the base price is 25. We need to know what is the basic or the base price. It's given in the question here. Existing capital rupees 100 per share. So we know the base price is rupees 100. On 100 add another 25 is your first plan. So my price per share will be 100 plus 25 will be equal to 125 rupees per equity share. So 10,000 shares multiplied by 125 rupees per equity share will give a needed capital 12 lakh 50,000. So we are on the right direction. Each plan capital must match up to the needed capital. Plan 2 and 3 talks about preference and debenture. Now you don't have to worry about how many preference shares or how many debentures. Got it? We are not bothered in the income statement about the number of preferences or number of debentures. We are only bothered about how much interest is paid to debenture holders and how much dividend is paid to preference shareholders. So plan 2, 10% preferential capital. The question does not mention us what is the preferential capital. If the capital is not mentioned, it is understood that the total capital is 12 lakh 50. Because we want to raise 12 lakh 50,000, so we are going to raise in the form of 10% preference share capital. How do I calculate preference dividend? 10% on needed capital, I'll get 1 lakh 25,000 as my preference dividend under plan 2. Under plan 3, it is 8% debentures. So same amount is, or the capital of debenture is not mentioned, but the needed capital we will be considering 12 lakh 50. So interest calculation is 8% on 12 lakh 50,000 will arrive at rupees 1 lakh. So first plan is equity, second plan is preference and third plan is debenture. So this is your plan or working note number 1, calculation of EBIT. Working note number 2, calculation of plans. Next we are going to find out the calculation of the payments or expenditures. Is that clear? Okay, so moving on to the next working note. We have completed 2 working notes, EBIT calculation on plans calculation. So third working note 3 is calculation of expenditure. Now here under each plan, plan 1, 2 and 3, we have considered both interest and preference dividend, that is the existing capital plus the needed capital. Now why is this expenses a separate working capital for this question is, all the previous questions thus far from question number 18, that is a section C question, from question 18 to 23 we haven't done this kind of working note for calculation of expenses. The reason is that all the other questions, the existing capital was only equity. There was no additional expenses in terms of existing capital like debenture, interest payment or preference capital dividend payment. Absolutely, there was no extra expenditure for the other questions. Therefore, this working note was not required. But for this 24th question, we have existing capital itself, equity, retained earnings, debenture as well as preference share capital. Therefore, in calculating our expenses, we need to consider the expenses or payments in the existing capital plus the needed capital. Both we need to consider according to plan wise. So plan 1, interest on debenture under existing plan. Now let's see first existing plan, how much of preference we have and how much of debenture. I have given a note here, preference share capital, this is existing, 9% on 6 lakh, debenture is 7% on 4 lakh. This is the existing capital that will remain common for each of the plans. Existing expenditure will remain common for each of the existing capital or existing plans. Is that clear? So interest, existing debenture, do we have interest in the existing capital? Yes. Debenture is 7% on 4 lakh. I get 28,000 rupees. Under plan 1, in the needed capital, do we have debenture interest? No. Entire plan 1, you remember, 10,000 equity shares at rupees 125. So we don't have interest payment there. That's why it is 0. Coming to the next expense, preference dividend. Do we have preference share capital in the existing? Yes. How much? 9% on 6 lakh. Therefore, 9% on 6 lakh is 54,000 rupees. That is existing capital. In the needed capital, do we have preference dividend payment? Okay, preference dividend, do we have preference share capital? Yes, 9% on 6 lakh rupees. So that will amount to 54,000 rupees of preference dividend in the existing capital. So under the needed capital, do we have under plan 1 preference share capital? No, it's completely equity. Plan versus completely equity. Therefore, apart from equity, you don't have debenture expense 0, you don't have dividend expense, preference dividend expense 0. Moving on to the second plan, interest will remain common. That is 28,000, 7% on 4 lakh. 28,000. Under plan 2, what is plan 2? So, plan 2 was talking about completely raising the 12,50,000 capital through preference share capital. So we do not have any kind of interest over there. It's completely preference share. So only existing we will consider 7% on 4 lakh is interest 28,000. So under interest it's 0. Under preference dividend, existing is 54,000, that is 9% on 6 lakh rupees is 50,000, and 1,25,000. You remember while we were calculating the plans, under the second plan we calculate preference dividend, correct? So there we had preference dividend payment under what? Needed capital. So that expense I am going to add it up to the existing capital or existing preference dividend. So 54,000 plus 1,25,000. That will be my total preference dividend payment. Moving to the last one, last plan is interest is 28,000 for the first plan and the existing. Now what is the third plan talking about? Completely debenture. We don't have equity, we don't have preference, it's completely debenture. So we have an interest payment of rupees 1 lakh. If you looked at the working capital 2, the last plan we calculated interest, that is 1 lakh, which I am carrying forward here. Preference dividend, only 54,000 which is existing. In the plan 3, do we have preference share capital? No. Therefore, there is even no preference dividend payment. Hope you got this entire calculation. It is calculation of expenses. Okay, expenses which are existing, expenses which are going to come up in the future if I adopt one of these plans. Therefore, I am going to consider all the possible expenditures. Moving on to the last working note number 4. It's calculation of equity shares, where I'm going to calculate old plus new. Okay. Now, old we know 10,000. If you can see in the question, the box where they've given the details, if you multiply capital divided by price per share, you arrive at 10,000 equity shares, and the new capital is 10,000 equity shares. The plan itself is 10,000 equity shares at the premium of 25 rupees, correct? So that 10,000 I'm considering here. So total old plus new, under plan 1 we have total of 20,000 equity shares. Plan 2, there is no, see, plan 2 is completely preference, plan 3 is completely debenture. So what are we calculating? Equity shares. Both the plans does not have debenture, both the plans does not have equity. Therefore, it's going to be 0 and 0 under the new plans. So old plan is 10,000 and 10,000. So that will be your total equity shares. Plan 1 is 40,000 equity shares. Plan 1 is 20,000 equity shares. Plan 2 is 10,000 equity shares, and plan 3 is 10,000 equity shares. So all total we have done for question number 24 4 working notes. First one was calculation of EBIT. Second was for calculation of plans. Third was for calculation of existing and the needed capital expenditures. And plan 4 was calculation of equity shares. So once if you have thoroughly understood all the working notes, we just have to implement these values that we have calculated in the income statement accordingly. If that is done, then our problem will be completed. Let's solve the income statement now. Okay, so since we have completed our all the working notes, solving our income statement, particulars and 3 different plans. According to working note number 1, we found out that EBIT is 4,50,000, that is 12% on your total capital structure, will come up to 4,50,000 for each of the plans. Interest, we have just calculated in working note number 3. So 28,000 for the first 2 plans and 1,28,000 for the third plan. Once we deduct earnings before tax, we arrive at 4,22,000 for the first 2 plans and 3,22,000 for the third plan, and tax is 50%. So half of that is going to be 2,11,000 for the first 2 plans and 1,61,000 for the third plan. So earnings after tax, we arrive at the same amount, the rest of the 50%. Now preference dividend according to working note number 3, it's 54,000 for the first plan, 1,79,000 for the second plan, and 54,000 for the third plan. So earnings available to equity shareholders are 1,57,000, 32,000 for the second plan, and 1,07,000 for the third plan. So this is the main thing. If you have completed all the working notes properly, now you just have to pick up values from there and put it in the required column or the required rows. That's it. Now we are going to calculate the number of equity shares. The last working note number 4, 20,000 equity shares, 10,000 and 10,000. How do we calculate EPS? Earnings divided by number of equity shares. Once we divide these values for each of the plans, we arrive at 7.85 rupees, 3.2 rupees and 10.7 respectively. These are the EPS for each of the plans. Now as we observe all the 3 plans, which is the highest EPS over here is 10.7 as we look here. So we are going to write a statement over here that as a conclusion, because every question is asking you, please recommend which is the best plan, correct? So once you've done all the working notes and solving all the income statement and you've arrived at the EPS, the last part, you have to write the conclusion. Plan 3 is the best. Plan 3 is the best as the EPS is highest at rupees 10.7. So this is the conclusion or recommendation that you have to write for every single solution. Once you've completed with the income statement, for every question you have to add this statement. Plan 3 is the best as it is, as the EPS for plan 3 is the highest compared to the other two plans. Hope you have understood this entire question number 24.